year candidate already. Who'll have the better rookie year, you or Harrison? I mean, it's not a matter of if. You're going to be starting. How much pressure is that for you, a young man, hadn't been on the field at all yet, knowing that you're going to be on the field September 13th versus Cleveland?
Hi, Kirk. It's not challenging. It's exciting. It's like a great feeling just to be able to embrace what you've been working for your whole life. You know, you can only imagine and dream of being in this position, and just being in this position, I want to take full advantage of it. I want to be the best player that I can actually become. So every day I come in to work, talk to Harbs a lot, talk to strength coaches, I talk to my position coach, nutritionists, everybody I talk to, so I could just be the best player that I could be. So all those little things I'm taking key to key, piece to piece, and just trying to elevate my game.
Hey, Patrick, it's Todd Carpich from Sports Illustrated. I know you're pretty close with Devin White. He had a really good rookie year. Have you spoken to him sort of about what to expect? And have you guys sort of, had conversations about first year in the NFL?
I have. I actually FaceTimed him yesterday, a three-way call with Jacob Phillips, and we all sat there and talked about what we expect. And we leaned on Devin, and he told us what he did his first year in the league. And even though he got hurt, he had pretty amazing stats going into the end of the year. So I try to take up everything I can from him. Like every day, I'm texting him, asking him stuff. So just to see what he would do, see what he did going into his first year, that made me very proud as the little bro to him, and I'm just excited just to get to be able to compete against him in his league.
Patrick, Matthew Stevens here with Ravens Wire. It's your rookie season. It's your first time into an NFL training camp. What are your goals for training camp, and then what are your goals for the season as a whole?
My goals are like sky high. Like I'm trying to be the best person in shape. I'm trying to be one of the most vocal people on the team. I'm trying to be one of the best guys that I could be all around. It's just so many goals, it's hard to describe, but just know I'm trying to be that great all-time player that everybody's expecting me to be.
Hey, Patrick, this is Aaron Kassner at Penn Live. Thanks for taking some time for us. I'm curious, I know you've gotten a chance to learn a little bit of the playbook and talk with coaches and stuff. What are the big differences of an NFL scheme and this scheme as compared to what you had to learn and what was on your plate as a college player at LSU?
Being in a random system, his system is very, kind of very hard, and, it takes the time to learn it. Like my freshman year going in there, it was hard for me to learn, and that's when I had to go with Devin and sit down with him, try to learn the plays, sit down with Aran and learn the plays, and, eventually just got better and better. And by year 2, I had a grasp of it. And so coming here, I've been prepared for a defense to learn, a very complicated defense, and it's been going very smooth. Just being with some of the older guys and some of the new guys, we're all just communicating very, very, very well. And, that's what's the biggest part that's helping me is the more you talk on the field, the better that you are. So just getting comfortable with everybody that's on the field right now, that's probably the best thing for me right now is just keep communicating, keep being in the playbook, keep studying, and be the best player that I could be.
Hey, Patrick, what's it like for you when you are in a locker room with Lamar Jackson, the reigning MVP, number 1 rated player on the NFL Top 100 list? I know all the bets aren't here, but what's kind of the reaction from you and the rest of the rookie class when you step into the locker room and Lamar's sitting in there and you realize that, you're at the same level?
It's crazy. Because, I went into college a year after LSU played them, and he was a great player. Got the Heisman there in college, and then came to the NFL and eventually got the MVP. And just to be in the locker room with him, great player, great person, very energetic person all the time, man. It's unreal, man. It's just, you can only, like I said, you can only dream of being in this position and being around guys like that. And I'm just looking forward to the season that we're about to have.
Hey, Patrick, it's Ryan Mink from the Ravens. Wondering, so far, what's something that you've been like, oh, okay, like, this isn't a big jump from college. Like, I'm on this. I got this part of being in the NFL. And then what's something that maybe you say, oh, this is very different. I need a lot of work at this or whatnot, before I feel like I'm ready to really play in a game?
Scheme-wise, it's like it's just like college. Like you got to put yourself in that position to be able to like fully understand what's going on and to be able to give calls and communicate with others. And it takes work. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of communication. It takes a lot of studying. And that's one thing that I'm bringing from college. I had to study. I had to work for my position and everything that I got over there. And then going into the league, things I need to get better at is just like technique-wise, just everything that they're trying to teach me right now, just trying to take that on the run because we only got so much time to learn everything. So I'm trying to grab that as quickly as I can and be able to move on and process the next thing.
Andrew Gillis from NBC Sports Washington. I'm curious what you think playing in the SEC has kind of given you maybe a leg up over some other rookies who are coming into a situation where they haven't played as high of competition as so far in their careers.
It's a battle every week. No matter what team you play in the SEC, it's a battle every week. You waking up that Monday morning is like, got another SEC game. So you're going to hit the training room, you're going to get ready, you're going to get right for the week coming up. So my biggest thing is just the level of competition is always greater in the NFL than it is in college. And just being able to play in the SEC, playing hard-nosed football every week, I feel like that prepared me for the NFL, especially having Tommy Moffitt as my strength coach, Coach O as my head coach, Dave Aranda as my assistant, and many other guys. Just prepare me for this level. And like I said, I'm excited to get started.
Hey, Patrick,
were you bummed about the cancellation of the preseason?
I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit.
Were you disappointed or bummed about the cancellation of the preseason?
I am, because that's the time for you to be able to process everything, learn everything. They take their preseason games here very seriously, and that's a learning process for us. And for me, not to be able to get that is it's unfortunate, but at the same time, you got to adapt. And when the time has come, game one, let's rock and roll.
Hey, Patrick, this is Bo Smoke with Pressbox, and again, I thank you too for taking the time. Last year, Chuck Clark did a lot of the calling with the headset helmet, and I'm curious if Wink Martindale has talked to you about how soon you might be taking command if that headset helmet is yours, or the challenges that will go into that.
We've been practicing with the headset, like a little earpiece or whatever, trying to get used to that. And I'm pretty sure that Chuck has that right to keep being a play caller right now. And I'm just going to go under his wing, learn how he does things, how he carries himself, and eventually fill into that role that he has.
Patrick, this is Jeff Zrebeck from The Athletic. Obviously, you knew plenty about the Ravens before you were drafted, but being a part of the organization, have you gotten a sense of how important the middle linebacker position is and how much it means to the organization to play that position?
Hi, Jeff. I got it pretty quick. All eyes on you. So everything you got to do it to the best of your ability. You got to be that leader. You got to carry yourself well. You got to be that vocal guy in and out. So every day I come in, try to be the best that I could be, like I said. Try to be the best teammate I could be, the best player, just the best person in general. Every day I'm going to come into meetings. I'm going to give 110% meetings, 110% walkthroughs. And, each day I'm just going to try to elevate my game and try to be, like I said, that guy that everybody expects me to be.
Hey, Patrick, this is Jonas Shaver with Baltimore Sun. How are you guys learning about just the protocols relating to coronavirus this season? Is it a kind of daily process where they tell you what you can and can't do? And is there anything that stuck out to you about just the limitations of your kind of outside the football facility life?
We keep it pretty simple around here. We just try to focus on one day at a time. We just follow the rules that they got set in place for us. So, wash your hands, Germ-X, 6 feet apart, mask always up. Try to have that mental discipline like Coach Wink always says. It's a time either you're going to be great or you're just going to slack off and you're not going to be that team that you want to be. So every day we come in, we're just being mentally disciplined.
I'm Jimena Lugo La Torre from Ravens Spanish Radio. Which player in the locker room has helped you get up to speed?
Deshaun Elliott, I remember he was going through calls with me, and he was just like, be vocal, be proud in what you say. You know, a lot of stuff is riding on like the communication and stuff as far as my part. So that really like helped me calm down and relax me, and just hearing his take on that, that was big. And as far as my part of like just settling in and being able to communicate with everybody and be on the same page.
Guys, we have time for one more for Patrick.
Patrick, this is Jonas again, if you don't mind.
Back again. I just wanted to ask, you're hearing from a lot of teams about how they're really trying to make an impression on the rookies about, you know, not going out, not putting yourself in danger where you could bring something back in. Have you guys stressed that a lot? Obviously, the veterans have kind of been through, you know, been in the building before and done this. Have you talked to a lot of people, or have a lot of coaches and other players talked to you guys about, hey, you guys have to be smart?
My point is go out for what? It's football season, man. So this team pretty mentally strong, and everybody understands the task at hand that we have. And like I said, every day we come in, we got the simple task of 6 feet apart, wash your hands, keep your mask up, and just do what the people tell us to do. And if we do that, we'll be fine, and the season will be perfect for us.
Jonas, go ahead and ask the last question. And then
Thanks, Patrick. And Tom. Patrick, I know you're in touch with a lot of the guys from LSU who were drafted this past year. Something the Ravens did that not every NFL team did was have that virtual strength training element to their offseason. Do you think that's going to make a difference at all? I mean, did it strike you as weird that other teams didn't have that incorporated as part of their offseason?
It's shocking, but at the same time, you know, it's grown adults. You know if you're in shape or not. You know that if you slack off, you're probably going to, you know, not be in the shape that you need to be when it comes season time. So at the end of the day, it's up to you if you want to be in shape or not. You can't have people watching over you 24/7 telling you need to do this, you need to do that. They got to be in your mindset already. So if you're in shape, good. If you're not, that's on you. You got to, you know, step up your stuff. So, yeah.
All right, Patrick, thank you very much for joining us today. We really appreciate the time. Just a reminder to everyone, we're going to send everybody into a little breakout room, and we'll have you back in the room shortly here with J.K. Dobbins. Thanks, Patrick.
Appreciate y'all.
Transfer over.
Let everybody else in.
Not everybody does, but you know, one thing I just
right, Phil. We're getting close here. I can't see the waiting room. Where are they?
But everyone else should be in this break.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are joined by J.K. Dobbins. J.K., appreciate you taking a few minutes to speak with the media today. Gins, I'm not sure if you're on the call yet, but Jameson will let you go ahead and fire away when you're ready.
Okay. Hi, J.K. Thank you so much for doing this. How has being at the facility and all the new protocol, being a rookie and trying to learn everything new as it is, how much different is it also trying to learn all the new rules and regulations that come with the COVID protocols?
Oh yeah, it's definitely something different. I feel way different than the past years for rookies. But I think it's something that we're handling super good. The facility set up super nice, and I feel like it's very easy though, very easy.
Todd Carpenter from Sports Illustrated. It looks like you added some muscle this offseason. What was your biggest focus kind of transitioning from college to pro here? What did you focus on?
Yeah, so I just focused on really everything, just focused on getting faster, bigger, stronger, because I know the NFL is going to be, a different challenge, for me, and I feel like I just want to help my team get to a Super Bowl. And the way to do that is just to get this work in, look good, look the part, Yeah.
JK, it's Kirk from 98 Rock. Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Good to see you. Good to see you as well, Kurt.
Yeah. Hey, the Ravens had you graded higher than you were picked. Does that fuel for you being around at number 55? Do you even need any fuel?
Oh, I don't need any fuel, but it is added fuel. I definitely thought I played last year in college football at a high rate, at a very productive. So it was definitely kind of shocking, but I fell to the right team. I'm so grateful to be on this team. It's such a great program. And everything's gonna go correctly. But I do have the added chip on my shoulder, and I'm working hard. To prove that I should have been earlier.
JK, Jerry Sandusky, Channel 11. In college, you're the guy. I mean, you're going to be the workhorse. You're going to get the carries. You come to the Ravens as a rookie. You're in a backfield. You're one of four guys. How difficult of a transition is that for you? And what do you have to do to become the guy in this backfield?
Yeah, I mean, it's always when you go into a new program, just like in college when I went into Ohio State, there's always the older guys and guys that are there that are talented, so. It's I'm just working. I'm gonna learn from older guys. Mark Ingram. He won a Heisman Trophy. He's been in the league for 10 years. So my main objective is to come in and learn. Compete, and however the chips fall, that's how they fall. That's the coach's decision, like who plays what and how much playing time someone gets. So my job is to just come in and do anything I can to help this team win the Super Bowl.
JK, it's Jerry Coleman over at 105.7 Fan. Good to see you.
Yes, good to see you as well.
What have you been able to accomplish thus far on a limited basis, and are you able to get on the field just yet and do anything?
Yeah, so I feel like with everything going on, we've accomplished a lot. I feel like I know the playbook pretty good. I have a good chemistry with my teammates. The rookies that came in with me. So I feel like everything is really going very smooth. So I'm just anxious to just keep going, keep getting the chemistry with my teammates, and I think it'll all work out.
Jacob Bo Smolka with Pressbox here, and welcome. I have a question. What do you tell your friends, your past teammates, about the opportunity to play with Lamar Jackson?
Some of my old teammates, asked me about it, so I mean, it's definitely a blessing to play with, Lamar, because he's such a great player, voted number one by the peers, so my job is to, come in and help him, so that's all I say, I feel like we have a good relationship, he's pretty funny dude, he cool, so I'm glad I get to play with him.
JK, this is Jeff Zrebeck from The Athletic. You mentioned the other backs and Mark Ingram. How much interaction have you had with guys like Mark and Gus Edwards and Justice Hill?
Oh, yeah, so I've had a lot of interactions with him, those are my guys already, so especially, Mark is my guy as well, we talk quite a bit. I talk quite a bit to all of them, so we have a good relationship, and so I honestly, I'm glad that I have 4 other running backs with me, so, to help me, as a rookie. So, but I have a great relationship with all of them.
Hey, JK, Pete Gilbert here with WBAL TV, Channel 11. It is good to see you, and can't wait to see you in person.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I can't wait to see you in person as well.
I'm out walking the dog, so we won't have that picture. But as you go through what you want at Ohio State and, the quality of the offense in total, and in particular the run game, compared to what you've seen thus far, just playbook-wise, can you talk about maybe, obviously not specifics, but some of the differences and just maybe the complexity of the Ravens run game that was, the best ever a year ago?
Yeah, so definitely, it's complex, that's what makes it so good, but Ohio State was pretty complex too, so it's a smooth transition for me, but I just got to keep learning it inside and out, so I can be successful as well, so, but it's very complex, and I'm, like you said, it's number 1 in the league last year, so I'm just trying to help, trying to make it stay at number 1.
This is Jonah Schaefer with the Baltimore Sun. We saw you working out with Dalvin Cook this offseason. What was that experience like? How did you guys link up? And I guess what did the experience kind of teach you about how what it takes to be a Pro Bowl level running back in this league?
Oh, yeah, so training with Dalvin was valuable to me, it was so good, and the way we linked is, we have the same agent, so we like a family, and so it was very, very valuable to me, and he taught me a lot of things just in a short period of time, he works hard, and so it was just great to be around him, and gave me some outlook, like I want to be like this guy, I want to be a Pro Bowl running back, so it was definitely extra motivation as well to work out with him.
JK, it's Ryan Mink from the Ravens. I guess, you kind of talked about how you fit into this stable of running backs. What are your expectations for your rookie season and what your role will be?
My expectations, I don't really have any. My role is predicated off of how I practice and how I play, so I'm just come in, work hard, and, try to be the best I can. And the chips will fall in where they fall in, so I'm just happy to be with this group of guys.
Hey, JK, it's Garrett Downey with the Ravens. Do you feel like because of the lost time that you had over the course of the offseason, like you feel that time is particularly of the essence as you get started here in camp?
Yeah, definitely different, but I think it'll all work itself out, Definitely losing some time is, tough on all the rookies, but if you just come in, work hard, try to, do what you're told to do, I feel like everything will fall into place, I just feel like I just got to work hard.
I'm Jimena Lugo La Torre from Ravens Spanish Radio. JK,
Hola.
It's great to see you. How do you feel finally meeting your teammates in person, and what comes to your mind?
Yeah, I feel great. The vets haven't came in yet. Not all of the vets. A few of them are in. So it's definitely great to be around them. I've been getting back in here. Moving around with them, working out with them is definitely something that was needed. it's so great to be back with him. You know, I'm happy to be back with him.
Hey, JK, this is Jameson from ESPN again. You mentioned about Mark Ingram and how you've had some interaction with him. I mean, with him specifically, because, you know, he's being an older guy, and when a new guy comes in, certain veterans will react to that a different way. Do you feel that he has really embraced you and tried to help you come along in this short time?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, Mark's like he's gonna be an older brother to me. You know, so he's definitely helped me. You know, it's been all good. You know, he's helping me. Anything I ask, anytime I text him, he texts back. You know, so it's been great. It's great to have someone like that in my room. You know, because like you said, he's a vet. He'd tell me that, you know, get on my way. You're a rookie. You know, but he doesn't do that, and so I'm so grateful to have him.
Hey, JK, this is Aaron Kassner at Penn Live. I'm curious from the perspective of a rookie during the coronavirus. You're about to accomplish a dream, playing your first NFL season, but there's so much else going on. Your first NFL game, for instance, might be without fans. How do you kind of reconcile that in your mind on a personal level, where you're accomplishing your dream during such a weird time?
I think it make it that much better. You know, it's something that's never happened. You know, and if I can contribute to helping my team win a Super Bowl during times like these, where you really have to hone in on what you do and perfect your craft, I feel like it's gonna be even more special. You know, being with the fans would definitely be different if that happens. But I feel like we gotta bring our own juice anyways if you want to win a game on Sunday or Thursday or Monday. So I think it'll be special.
JK, this is Cliff Brown, Ravens.com. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine, man.
All right.
I wanted to ask you about one aspect of rookie running backs, the blocking, picking up blitzes and stuff like that. Sometimes coaches worry about, you know, rookies being ready to handle that. And obviously, on this team, you've got to protect Lamar. So how much are you focusing on showing that, you know, if you're in the game, you can pick up blitzes, you can block and do other things other than run the football, which they already know you can do?
Yeah, so at Oak State, that's all we talked about was pass protection. That came first. That really came before, you know, running the ball, you know, other than protecting the ball and not fumbling. But pass protection, that was number one. And so I think I'll be good at that. You know, I got a lot of experience with that in college. I pass protected for, you know, a lot of guys. And I feel like I'll know, like, we were taught to learn how to read what's happening, you know, in the back end, you know, read the safeties, read things like that before the snap is even happening, because they'll tell you where to go. You know, I never played the NFL. I know it can disguise things very well here, but I feel like I'll be straight. I feel like I'll be good at it.
JK, it's Garrett down with the Ravens again. Did you were down in Florida, right, with Lamar and some of the other guys for some of the offseason workouts?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I was.
What did you get out of those, and was that a good chance to just kind of build friendships and camaraderie with your new teammates?
Yeah, so that was neat as well. You know, being drafted, you never seen the guys. Like, usually, I from what I know is, whenever you get drafted, you come right into the building like the next 2 or maybe the next day. So just everyone coming down to Florida and working with Lamar, working with Trace, we created a chemistry, and you know, it was good to see them before even coming to the facility, because we already have a relationship. We already know each other a little bit.
Hey, JK, this is Jonas from the Sun again. Just looking back at your career, I mean, going back to LaGrange High School, you were an immediate sensation there at Ohio State. You were a first-year starter. So this is a crowded backfield, as we've talked about. Do you know just how patient you can be in case you aren't getting the kind of opportunities that you are used to?
Oh, can you say that again? I couldn't hear you that.
Yeah, can you? I mean, do you know, just because everywhere you've been, you've played right away and you've played a lot? I mean, do you know just how patient you can be if the opportunities aren't coming as often as they used to?
I mean, I don't know how patient I can be. You know, my thing is, I'm just try to work hard. I'm gonna try to play. I'm gonna try to get on the field some way, somehow. You know, my goal ain't to be patient. I would not taught that in college. You know, don't be patient. You know, take advantage of opportunities. Not saying that I'm going to like start or anything, but I feel like if I just work hard enough and show the coaches that I can play at this level, then then I'll be on the field. You know, so my goal is to help the team win the Super Bowl, not sitting on the bench.
Okay, JK, we'll wrap with that one. Thank you so much for taking the time today. We appreciate it, and thanks to everybody else for being on the call today.
Thank y'all for coming and asking your questions. I appreciate it. Hopefully, I get to see y'all soon in person.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Gracias.